is an April 1977 jazz-funk fusion double live album by keyboard player Herbie Hancock featuring performances by the V.S.O.P. Quintet, Hancock, Freddie Hubbard, Wayne Shorter, Ron Carter and Tony Williams, the Mwandishi Band with Eddie Henderson on 2 tracks, and the Headhunters featuring Benny Maupin and Paul Jackson. Excerpt from the LP liner notes: I thought it would be impossible to get people like Tony Williams or Ron Carter or Wayne Shorter or Freddie Hubbard in the same room at the same time, because so many of them are band leaders themselves. Wayne had told me later that he hadn't played that style in years, lots of fast eighth notes and long-running flowing lines. This was really straight-ahead jazz, walking bass, a swinging drum beat, but expressed through experiences of the musicians today. I thought of the days at Birdland when I used to sit in with Wayne Shorter, Lee Morgan or Freddie Hubbard. Freddie actually played on my first album, Taking Off, and then played on Empyrean LSLES and Maiden Voyage. I played on Freddie's albums, and it made logical sense to me to have Freddie Hubbard on trumpet. As we started to play, I got the feeling that no matter what I would play, these musicians were so gifted that they could make music out of anything. The sextet that I used to have from 1969 through 1973, played not only the music it had created, but all of the very first music from when I first left Miles Davis in 1968, and got my own band together. I was doing the album Speak Like a Child and I used flugelhorn, also flute, and bass trombone as an experiment. The sound killed me so much I realized, that's the sound I want for my own band. The most difficult conception to recapture was the sextet, because of how it was originally built. The sextet's very foundations was the intuition, empathy, teamwork, unity, and spontaneous creativity of the members of a true ensemble. From the late 60s until 1973 we had been hanging out together, studying not only music but life. Somehow he managed to fly right from London to New York, rehearse, play the concert and get back on a plane for London. It was a music of the moment, no regular changes, bars, or even tempo, but somehow, almost miraculously, the music would have a flow and order that made me feel like I was listening to the sound from all the planets. Trying to recapture that spirit was difficult, but it came off, it was really swinging. I suppose somebody from the 20s or 30s wouldn't call any of the 3 groups jazz. At that time I had been using Ken Nash on percussion, and in addition to Wah Wah we had Ray Parker on guitar, since he had been recording with us. Of course Benny Maupin was one of our sextet, and is still playing with me now. The biggest reason I enjoy playing this new kind of funk is the contrasts between the wide-open improvisation and the funky foundation at the bottom. It gives the music a character that is broad, vast, yet in touch with people.